Hello, good evening, and welcome to the show. Inside Eve, I love the show so much. You know why? Because we talk about real issues. Yes, real women talking about real issues. We reach out and yeah, we touch lives. That's getting the job done. Apart from that, I get to host with these two lovely ladies. Right here is Boo Boo. How are you, Boo Boo?
I'm good. How are you guys? Welcome to the show.
And right here to my left is Adenri Sola.
Hi, good evening and welcome to the show.
Yes, and my name is Fome. You're welcome to the show. It's always such a delight to have you on the show. Well, ladies, how's your day been so far?
Mine has been
What?
awesome, has been great.
Well, that's good to know.
I've been with my hubby.
Oh, okay.
Water, please.
Oh, don't choke, darling. Yes,
You're
so
just a freak of nature.
hubby, no, my hubby has been taking very good care of me. You guys know why, so yeah.
Oh.
Bless you,
Just
honey.
cold.
Bless you. So yeah, but my day has been wonderful. I can't wait to get home.
Okay, in a bit, eh?
Yeah.
Just be patient. And yours?
No, don't be patient. Off the set right now. Don't be patient. Anyway, my day has been what now? Yeah, regular.
Yeah.
Nothing really outstanding today. One of those days.
What do you mean? You mean this is not as outstanding?
No, I mean this is my night. Don't put me on the
It's
spot.
still part of our day.
Okay, my day has been exciting. Being on Inside Eve.
Oh my God, Darren.
For me, this is my night, not my day. Don't make
Okay.
people feel as if I'm not happy to be here. I'm so happy to be here. Like, it's so wonderful being outside that boring day that I had. Thanks for exposing
That's a
me.
bit better.
Go away.
Should have come first. We'll manage it.
How was yours?
Oh, it was nice.
Lie.
Tell us.
No. My day has been awesome.
Oh no, I remember.
Wonderful.
You know when I called you today, you forgot. Well, we'll leave that. What stays on the coast?
Tell me.
Don't paint me as a bad parent.
No,
We've been speaking about parenting, and I'm
Exactly,
doing my
so-
best to be the best parent I can possibly
What did you do
be.
today?
Tell Darren.
Okay, she called earlier, and apparently the little one hadn't left for school. It was about what?
10.
It wasn't school. It's playgroup, so it's allowed.
No, but that's a good one. It means you're making time out for your son. You're
You're
spending time
nice
with
one.
him.
I like that.
You're spending time with
I
him.
felt so guilty. She was like, okay.
But man, you
What
and
are they
you
learning
and
there?
I know
How
that
to wash hands?
In the other, well, in the Western world, if you don't pick your kid on time, it will drop off.
If you don't
drop
pick
off,
your kid on time.
or
In the evening, like after school or...
after school, or you don't even bring them to school on time, it rubs off on you like you're a bad parent.
Oh,
They
yes,
depend on
that's in the
us
Western
parents.
world, right?
But it should, no, like,
But this is like a crèche. They just give it. It's not schools.
I know. I'm not talking about
Don't
X-Men.
judge me.
Oh, sorry, darling.
Boo, please don't judge. I'm trying my best.
I'm sorry,
And it's
sugar.
getting
Just making
better
time for- that's what we
by
spoke
the-
about
He's my
last time.
godson, so I
Day.
understand. That's fine.
I'm-
Moving on.
That's what we spoke about last time. Make time out for your kids, and she's making time out now. We're complaining.
Exactly.
He's so handsome. Like, oh my God.
Oh, thank you, Boo Boo. Thank you. Well, we're going on a quick break, and when we get back, nice news around town. Controversial. We'll see you in a bit.
You can now watch R2TV online at royalrootstv.com and on your smartphones by downloading the R2TV app for Android, BlackBerry, apps for iOS devices, and Windows Mobile from the respective app stores. R2TV, entertainment at its best, entertainment everywhere.
Lights, camera, action. I love my movies. Intriguing, exciting, entertaining. All here on RTT.
Yes, yo. At the shoot for my second single.
My name is Adekunle Gold and we're shooting Sade video.
We're just having fun out here. It's amazing.
RTTV are with me to do the behind the scene.
My
My name is Luz Cannon.
He's
DJ Switch, your lyrical wit.
and you're watching
You're locked onto
R2
R2
TV.
Don't go nowhere.
Keep it locked every day. You heard me.
Welcome back. What's up?
I was just going to do that. What's up?
Reminds me of, you know, when we were little, like when you're begging.
Oi, that's not cool.
Then your hand is like,
Cut for me.
you know this, I think it was, Eze Goes to School or something like that. There was this
You know
book.
I will get you. I will, eventually.
Please
There
have
was a book
mercy on
And
me.
you know I will reveal. But
It
sorry.
just reminds me. I was just saying.
It's all right.
Well,
Google. Yes, darling. What do you want to give me?
that's a classic. Well, now we're going right up to what's up. What's up is, now this little child, let me first refer to this person as a child, now 5 years old and called Jacob, was actually born Mia, a transgender boy, yes, at 5 years old, was born Mia. But then the parents noticed that at as early as 2 years old, you know, she was, you know, she showed signs of wanting to be a boy. She wasn't happy with herself, wasn't mixing well at school. She would dress up as a boy and all of that. And then the parents decided, you know what, we should probably, you know, change her sex. You know, I need to think carefully about it. Sometimes it's confusing. They had to change her sex to a boy at the age of 5. Now, it got me thinking, that's rather too young to make such a decision for a child. Because apparently, she even used to ask questions like, why did God make me this way? Why is my body like this and all of that? And it beats me really. That's too young an age to 5 years.
I read that the parents said they thought about it for some years before coming to this decision. So please, where are the years in between 1 and 5?
5.
Or the child started talking at say like 2, a little after
So
2.
within
so for like
3 years.
within 3 years or 2.5 years, they were able to decide.
For the child.
No, the child decided that yes, I want to be a boy, and then they showed the child like a video and said, okay, this, that.
Another
And then
transgender child,
they
right?
helped the child to transition. Because
You
that's
know,
what the child
I just
wanted.
think that is just proper violation. I think that is absurd. I think that is horrible for a parent to do that. I think you violated that child. That is a very young child. If a child says, oh, I feel funny, you try and adjust that. You train up a child in the way you should go. So at that point in time, you are teaching that child. You're molding that child.
Yeah.
So your child can't tell you what to do. You're the parent. You gave birth, you brought that child into this world, so you train the child. Because a time will come where that kid is going to say, I feel like a girl now. What are they going to do? What are they going to do?
It's like a stigma forever. And then they're exposing the child. It's not even like a coded thing right now. It's not secret anymore. They're coming out to say, oh, this is it, so that other parents can feel good about it, so other parents can do it.
Help their children to transition as well.
A 5-year-old child, like, what does the child know? Why didn't you wait? It's like drawing a tattoo on a little child now, and then the child grows up and it's permanent. It's such a permanent decision. Like, I can't even wrap my
Is it
mind
permanent
around it.
these days? Like they swap as if it's
So
on the
it
way.
wants to swap back to me.
That's what I'm saying. If the child says, oh, I feel funny, I think I was
want
meant
breasts.
to be... Exactly. Because this is social destruction.
But what
honestly.
do you guys think?
It is.
After this little girl transitioned to a boy, now he's more social at school. He's more friendly, he performs better, and all of that. So the parents are happy that they made a good decision. So, what do you guys think?
That, Abi?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I think they still have
It's still
the child still has like a full stretch. If you read the story and you don't look at the age of the child, you think they're talking about a 20-something-year-old person that has been through a lot. You know, the child has been through just what 5 years of
The child has not hit puberty.
Like seriously. So
that's
in
a
the
lot
middle
to
of
take
all
in,
of this,
like
you've
it's-
discovered that the child has done this, has done that, has decided, has felt like, as what are you? The 5 years old. That's a little.
It's still a baby, really.
I think the
It's
parents
still
are
a
very
baby.
confused
They are on
human
fast
beings.
forward.
I just feel the
Look at
attention
the little boy He's so cute
I
as a
just
boy.
feel
So
that-
cute, yeah.
I feel the attention
Cute as a
Cute
boy.
as a boy.
It's absolutely horrible. That's all. I
Because
can say.
apparently they went to Disneyland and he dressed up as like a prince or something like that.
Okay, you know
and then he felt so good with himself because people had told him you look handsome and all of
You will
that.
beat it out of the child in Nigeria. Flog the child.
The pictures are scrolling fast right
I
now.
think there is Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. They have a daughter. I can't remember her name now, but she dresses like a boy.
Tom, it's okay.
She dresses like a boy. Once in a while, she has never liked wearing dresses, but she has not said, "I do not feel like
Yes.
a girl. I want to change my sex." No, I think even if she had mentioned it, her parents would be like, "No,
Are you sure?
you know, no."
Angelina that goes under the knife every day.
Well, she went on a knife for good reasons. Let's
the-
not.
yeah,
They will
yeah.
tell you
Talk
it's a
about
good reason. For instance, this is a good reason. The child is happier, outgoing.
Because there would have been
more out
nothing
there.
wrong with the parents leaving that child to be a tomboy. It's perfectly normal.
Yeah.
And you know the funny thing, when we were younger, I even had that tomboy-ish thing at some
Yeah, I
point
see
in
it
time
sometimes.
in my like growing up.
Yeah.
And then it suddenly just all washes off, and then you see ladies now who used to be tomboys, so they kind of grow
I have,
out of
like-
it.
I have like loads of them, like boys, tomboys that are now like chicks, and are like, now you be this. You get-
Exactly.
So they should have just
Given-
allowed
yeah.
the child. Like the child has a long way to go. It's almost like they've damaged. You've robbed the child of his or her childhood, whatever he
Innocence.
her,
Innocence.
she is.
I just think that
It's
they should
sad.
have like an age limit for transgenders, because it just looks like even a baby can decide to say,
Exactly.
"Mommy, I don't want to be a baby anymore." Because it's true. If a baby
funny.
wakes up tomorrow morning and says, "Oh, I was born,"
No, and the baby goes that
Because
they'll
it's
be like,
so
that
easy.
means
Everybody's
you want to be a boy.
transgendering. And
I just think the world is
it's
evolving, and
ridiculous.
it's really
Jesus,
sad.
just
that-
come.
You know, sometimes
Let's
I
end this whole
think
thing.
sometimes I think that God just looks down on us and he just laughs, like he just has a good.
Jesus should come already, Jerry. It's going crazy.
Okay.
Not yet.
I mean, let's move on from this topic. In as much as we're talking about transgendering, and then we have a set of twins. I mean, who doesn't love twins? I love twins.
Yeah,
I
I
want to
love
have
twins.
twins.
I'm gonna have
Everybody
twins.
fantasizes about having twins: 2 girls, 2 boys, a boy and a girl. Identical. We like to fantasize about that, but we have these 2 identical twins. Actually, they are the world's most identical twins. They are called Anna and Lucy Day Sink. They're actually from Australia, and they look so much alike. Now, the weirdest thing about these twins, I mean, we have met twins who, yes, they do things
dress
together, they dress
alike.
alike, but it gets to an age where they say, no, please,
more.
this dressing alike is just
Not
too
even
much.
to share boyfriends.
But these ones, they share a boyfriend. They actually told themselves that if they do have a boyfriend, they have to share.
I think we spoke about
a
that on
boyfriend.
the show. And for me, then I remember I said, I don't have a problem with them. I have a problem with the guy that agreed.
Agreed.
Agreed to
Well,
the-
the guy is enjoying it.
He's a star as far as he's
Shit.
concerned.
He probably
License
just has
to
a
cheat.
a
License to have to
threesome
be-
all the time.
It baffles me, because these ladies, they were not so identical. They were identical, yes, but not so much. They had to do a surgery. It cost them £130,000 pounds.
Pounds.
£130,000 for them
Yo.
to completely look exactly alike. I mean,
So you're
if you
looking
look
like
at their
mommy.
pictures, if you look at their pictures, they look so much alike. Height, everything, nose, everything, the same thing. And-
Apparently, they did surgeries in the same spots on
yes,
their bodies just so they look alike.
every,
I want to ask a
everything.
question.
Yeah, sure.
I'd like to ask them, do they have their monthly period at the same time?
Okay, now, based on that, it probably would be, because you know how it is.
Yeah,
when
they
girls
could
begin to
actually-
live
Together,
together.
right?
Yeah, so it,
That's
it's-
a lie,
it-
just coincidence.
Is it true?
no, but it
They
does
say
happen.
that.
Come
they
on.
say that, but I don't know. Mine
It-
never
it does
changes to
happen.
suit anybody's.
It's not suiting, it's just, I don't know how it works.
Okay, some
but
kind of
it is
chemistry.
biological. It is very
It means
hormonal.
everybody follows me because I've never.
Please.
You go. You think
But
you're
you know,
that special?
the thing about this couple, I said couple, I actually call them a couple because they do everything together. And
together.
as a matter of fact, they asked them this question. So if you are in the kitchen and she's in the bathroom, are you always together? And they said yes. If it feels weird if we're not always together. So
together.
yeah, that doesn't make
Well,
sense.
good luck to
but,
them. You
yeah.
know the way people have goals, lifetime goals. That's their own lifetime goal, and they're doing a great job at it. I guess.
Well, the celebrities now,
goal.
so yeah.
Moving on.
What a goal. Anyway, moving on. Sometime last year, on Bella Niger, there was this story of a 14-year-old Wasilat girl, a Nigerian girl, northern part of Nigeria. She was forced into marriage. You know this whole child not bride thing,
Yeah.
and people going against it. Anyway, she was made to marry, or she was forced into marriage with a 35-year-old man. And their girl then went and she put poison, I think what poison in someone's food, in her husband's food, and basically killed him. So the thing has been like going back and forth. You know, you've had NGOs, you've had international bodies poking their heads and everything into this matter. Like, seriously, do you think a minor, a 14-year-old girl, should get death sentence, or do you think she should get life imprisonment, or do you think she should walk away, given that yes, she was forced into marriage, she had a reason to do
What she did.
to do what she did? Yes, like, what's your take on this?
I don't personally. I don't think she should be sentenced to life imprisonment or death sentence. I know that she should be punished.
But should they drop the charges, because that's what everybody's clamoring for now?
If you
don't
drop the
think
charges, that means you're letting her walk away. What I'm saying is she should be punished so that it would give a warning to
A form of deterrence.
other
Yeah.
kids who feel they can take someone else's life.
You
I mean,
have
she's
no
14
rights.
years old. What was she thinking?
As in, like,
was she
seriously.
thinking?
I would have even, what was I even doing when I was 14? You
She's
can't think of that. You
thinking.
can't even imagine
You take
it.
someone's
it's a
life?
lot.
Come on.
It's a lot to.
Nah.
It's a lot to do for
To
you
actually
to be
think
able
of
to
killing.
premeditate and take the life of someone else.
I think she had help though. I think someone put her up.
That's
to
a
it.
lot to plan, and I'm surprised she could pull that off.
You know what, Bubu, you said something like, if it was in self-defense, if it was like, okay, they were
Yes.
dragging,
Yeah.
there was a knife
Yes.
involved, this, that, you know, self-defense, yes.
Yeah.
But not that something happens and the first thing you think about is, or well, even if it was the fourth or fifth thing you thought about, like,
Yeah.
you actually think of killing someone.
It's absurd.
There's no excuse. A
Like-
little child is a child. You would think of running away.
Running away.
You would think of fighting back, of biting his ear off. You think of silly things, not
It's
to
really
take
sad,
medicine.
though.
And the fact that she could think about that means there's something about her. So forget that they forced her into marriage. That's not the issue. You know,
Yeah.
someone was saying that, oh, her parents that forced her into marriage, shouldn't they be
It's not
punished?
about
No.
the parents, really.
It's not about
Because
them.
it's,
So
it's like a custom in the north.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It's a norm.
It's
a
a
norm.
norm.
It is a norm. So
yeah.
Like what someone said earlier, that it's no excuse. Really, it's no excuse. No matter what might have happened, it's no excuse. Taking someone's life,
Life, yeah.
is not an excuse. So
she should be
yeah,
punished.
definitely.
She should be
But
punished.
maybe not life in prison.
We don't know what punishment would she would warrant, but yes, she should be punished because taking a life, it has nothing to do with age.
Yeah.
So.
So please, Abuja High Court, continue, eh? Don't mind them. Go ahead. Don't drop the charges.
Thank you, Derry.
We love ladies, but we love children.
Thank you,
but
Derry.
not
We
that.
need to go on a quick break. But before we do, we'll quickly let you in on our numbers to call in on the show later on. Our numbers are 0809-1222283, 0809-1222284, and it is...
Okay, so it's 08091222285, Darren.
08091 2222286.
Why are you chuckling? Okay, our social media
As in-
handles.
Okay. On Twitter, please follow us at R2_TV. If you're not following us by now.
Yeah, on a long time.
And then on Facebook, facebook.com/myR2TV. Our app is up for you to download on any of your stores. You could watch anywhere you go, like I always say, in the toilet. And live stream, of course, on our Facebook page. We make it easy. You don't have to be www. Just go to our Facebook page. Once you're on Facebook, you're commenting, you're live streaming, you're bad like that.
We're good like that.
Bad like that. That's how they say. You know, these days you go, don't they mad? Everything is like, you're
The
crazy.
opposite.
Really?
And people go, oh, I'm bad.
You need to explain it after the break, man.
Well, we're expecting you guys to join in on the show, share your thoughts. We're still talking about a little bit about parenting, but this time about what kind of schools would you rather have your kids go to? A mixed school, a single-sex school, a boarding school, or day school? And yeah, we'll continue the discussion right after this break.
Still inside Eve.
Hi, I love to model. Do you love modeling? And everything centered around modeling. The lights, the cameras, the glamour. Catch it all right here, only on R2 TV.
One vast land with one true love. Different jerseys with shining stars. The story happened here centuries ago. New men arrived, candidates to redeem the land. We cried and smiled and fought with all they had. Some stood proud and some dreams turned to dust. Then came the time to decide which names will echo through the African continent, forever in Africa. Football Africa, live every Thursday on R2 TV.
Welcome to Body Matrix.
My name is Tulu Ajayi, and you're watching Short in Short.
This is Girls Pod, where we chill, gist, and most of all, have fun.
That's what I said.
My name is Ruby Gang, and you are here to watch the Ruby Gang edition of High on Fire.
High on Fire.
Yeah, what was the crazy one? Don't be deceived. She's crazy. Yes.
R2 Push 50 Countdown Show.
I'm your main guy, Illo with the flow. You know how we do it. And I am with the flow. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Skype, you name it. There's also Vine. We are entertainment at its best on R2 TV.
Keep watching R2.
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 R2 TV. This is Cool DJ Jimmy Jad, you know.
R2 TV, keep it locked every day, you heard?
Welcome back from that. I was going to say quick break. It wasn't a quick break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, so we're going on to the topic for tonight. On Monday, we had discussed parenting and the challenges that come with parenting. Well, some of the highlights of Monday's show were the fact that, you know, parenting is a serious issue. It's more serious than we would usually take it. And the couples, before getting married, should take a lot of time to plan, you know, to plan the life of their kids, how they're going to give them a proper support structure with the busy schedule of, you know, people these days. Also, the fact that, you know, you can also get support from, apart from that, the maids are there. You need to do proper checkup. Like, if possible, hire a private investigator. Yes, that's what our guest said, to do a proper checkup on the background of the maid. Apart from that, you need to go to a licensed agent. Boo-boo, you got that right? A licensed agent, not online, please, no online.
I trust Boo-boo. I trust Boo-boo. Boo-boo would never do an
Hobby
online.
has already said when I
You know,
have
to
it.
use an ATM, could Boo-boo be like, you're using your card online? She so does not trust this place. Absolutely, no.
Well, going forward, there comes a time in the life of every parent when they have to make decisions that could make or break the lives of their kids. One of such decision-making times are the times when you have to decide, what kind of school do I send my kid to? Do I send them to a mixed school? Do I send them to a single-sex school? Or maybe a day school or a boarding school? Does it really matter? I think it does to an extent. But then we'd also like to know what your opinions are. I want to know what your opinion is, Boo-boo.
Okay, so for me, right, I might not really have a preference, if I can say that, but I would prefer a same-sex school. Sorry, a mixed school. I do apologize. A mixed school. For one, I went to a mixed secondary school. It was good for me because it was good to know how the guys reacted. You know, there was good.
Oh, really?
There was
You like their reaction?
Oh my God. There was healthy competition.
Yes.
So it was good to see the other side of the opposite sex. And another thing is, when these kids, or when we grow up to become who we are, we work in a mixed environment.
Yes.
Our job,
The real
where
world.
we go, the real world is a mixed environment. It's not the same sex kind of environment. So for me, I feel it's more exposure for the kids to learn. I'm not against same sex.
Yeah.
I would just prefer a mixed school. Yeah.
Daring.
Okay, for me, preference. Whatever school I think is ideal at that point in time, I'm sure my decision will be based on whatever is happening there and then. But I kind of, okay, I do not like the way people frown at single-sex school, especially when they go all, oh, lesbianism and all of that, when they say, oh, like you said, you don't mix with your male counterparts, and then you get outside and it's like, hey, and a man be this, and you're like, you know. I went to a single-sex school.
No wonder.
No wonder what?
I knew it.
I went to a single-sex school, and truth be told, yes, we had lesbians there. But I also have friends who went to mixed schools and had people that were fagging them. I know someone that was a junior boy and senior boy. There was a particular senior boy that had like some junior boys that he thought had very nice butts and decided to, you know, you know what I'm talking about. And it was a mixed school. So really, it doesn't end at, oh, lesbianism, gay. For me, most of the people that went to my school and people that I know that have gone to, okay, like if I meet someone and the person is folding their clothes in their wardrobe in a particular way, I'll be like, did you go to a single-sex school? Did you go to like a girls-only school or something? There's just this thing. We were not paying attention to how do I look, because there's one SS3 guy that wants to look at me out there.
Distraction.
We were learning. Of course, we had our distractions. We had the tomboys. We had the people that felt like they were boys. They were blokes. People had crushes, oh, don't joke.
Are you serious?
We had DMX, we had Cisco, we had social nights. It was fun. We had variety nights. We were growing up. That was our time to notice that we had ears, breasts, time to notice that you're beautiful.
Won't you notice if you're in a mixed school?
No, I'm saying like that's the normal age range where any young person would notice. And we were surrounded by girls only. By default, when you're going to have a crush, It's the people around you. That is your society. That's your environment.
Okay.
Relax now. Relax. Except for the NYSC people that used to come into our school. Those were like, hey, Copper Charles. There was this Copper Charles that we had in my school. And during break time, everybody just goes around him. Not because you want him to do anything to you, but then you just like the fact that a man is giving you attention.
Exactly. Okay. Exactly.
But wait, all of that happened. After that, after school, everybody has settled and grown into their own. Even these tomboys, I could mention some names now, but I would not. Some of them are now so cheeky. In fact, there's one of them that is a pastor, Pastor Mrs. They are
ladies now.
She's a chick. As when I saw her, I was like, you know
what I think?
They grow up into whatever it is that they're going to grow up into. And I know people that have gone to mixed schools that are not very fantastic out there. And, you know, so in the end, I don't think what you will become is based on the kind of school or how you mix with girls. And I'm not like that around guys, you know.
I think,
I don't know. We don't know about that, but yeah.
I can't vouch for that,
yeah, exactly. Because we know what goes, but anyway, so you were going to say.
You need to see further.
Well, the truth is that be it a single-sex school or a mixed school, they both have their
advantages
and cons, right? And they kind of balance out eventually. That's what I think. Now, one school of thought says that if your child goes to a single-sex school, right, it's an artificial world. You have only boys there. In the real world, what do you have? You have the male and you have the female.
Yeah.
So that when they get into like university, obviously there's no single-sex university that I have heard of anyway. It's a bit of a challenge mixing up with, you know, the opposite sex. Also at the workplace, you might not agree, but for some people, for instance, when Copper Charles came, you guys looked at him as a god.
Don't forget that we used to go home and we had holidays.
And you guys used to climb the fence and go out with
everybody
climbs
fence
in town.
I did.
Everybody.
It was a day school, right?
Yeah, no, my dad's school was a day and a boarding school.
What were you?
I was a day.
So you didn't have any reason to climb the fence?
I would
Did you
have.
climb the fence? Did you go to boarding school?
I went to boarding school for 2 terms, after which I fled.
So don't even talk to me. I was in boarding school
and then I went to a mixed
6
school.
years. Don't even come close.
And in the mixed school, I didn't even mix up.
It's all right. It's okay.
I'm getting angry now. Like, seriously.
Okay, so that's one of the disadvantages. That's one of the disadvantages, right, of the single-sex
the social
school.
strata and everything.
Yes, yes. So it's a challenge for children to mix up. For some children, anyway, it might not affect everybody equally.
I don't know.
And then there's
see, we were able to play pretend. So we were not. We were able to play pretend. See, these boys, girls, they used to bounce.
But, okay, one, that's not very healthy. That really, no, let's be very serious about this.
What's wrong with it?
That's what I'm saying. It's not healthy. Why do you feel you're a boy? Why do you feel you have to, you know, bounce around?
It's a tomboy.
No. Wait, she said that they had DMX. Why would you want to feel like a DMX and try and look out for chicks?
I wish, see this
We
particular
have a
DMX
caller.
person, after the show, I'm going to show you.
Excuse me, ladies. We have Chinedu calling from Lagos. Chinedu, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hi.
Hi, good evening.
Good Welcome to the show.
My name is Chinedu.
Yes, we know.
Are you a first-time caller?
Yes, I am.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I've never called into a live show before, so this is
It's your first time. Thank you so much for calling in. What's your take on kids going to mixed school or single-sex school?
I think I prefer mixed schools because it gives you the opportunity to learn about the opposite sex. You know, to live in a society, you would always meet the opposite sex.
Definitely.
So you should start learning from your childhood. That's just my.
What are you learning? You learn during holidays. You're just in school for like 2 months, so
no, you
3
see,
months.
Growing up doesn't have to do with only bookwork. You know, to survive in a society, you have to be able to survive among your peers, which would be both people of the same sex and people of the opposite sex.
Okay,
so most times, people who go to single schools find it difficult to interact with the opposite sex.
That's not true.
If they haven't done that till they are adults.
True.
You know, there are so many things they won't know.
I'm taking it personal.
Sorry,
Okay.
I didn't hear you.
Okay, that's your opinion and it's fine.
Thank you for your contribution.
You're welcome.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so
Keep
much.
watching
Thank
Inside
you.
Eve and keep calling.
Bye.
Thank you. Good night.
Okay.
I told
I'm going to fight. You told me what?
I told you.
I am
I
an
told you.
example
No,
for
she,
me.
well, and do you know we are still questioning your
I forgive you. Until after the show.
I think most people are of that view that kids will find it difficult to interact in the
but
real world.
See, no, the truth is...
Not the make-believe
Okay,
one
of the
things.
All of this, you know the funny thing,
okay.
I think this DMX person actually had a boyfriend outside school.
Well, I'm happy for the DMX human being, but what I'm
There
trying
were
to
people
say...
in school that had boyfriends, actual boyfriends. We had summer school, we had holidays, so we interacted with boys.
No,
we were just locked up without
She's
boys.
trying to sell us the idea. I don't think it's working
check
tonight.
this out. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen in mixed schools. This issue of where you have a school father figure, a school mother figure.
You even have lesbians there.
I'm not disputing the fact, but I am saying it is worse in same sex. You remember when we were talking, before the show, you said that people wanna.
We have a caller.
Sorry.
Thank you, Boo Boo. Thank you, Terry. Mike from Lagos. Good evening, Mike.
Hi.
Good evening.
Hi, Olaiton.
Good evening.
Hello. Welcome to the show.
How you guys doing, though?
We're good.
Oh, we're good. Thank
Great.
you.
Great. Just wanted to put in a few lines. Mixed school against single school. I'll choose mixed any day, anytime.
Why?
We're winning.
Well, too many reasons why. First of all, there's the interaction. You have greater interaction, but greater challenges when you have people of different sexes getting to understand each other as you grow, getting to learn from each other. You can't take away. And then, to me, it almost feels like encouraging single schools. I'm sorry, encouraging single schools almost feels like encouraging racism to me. I don't know why.
It feels like encouraging what?
Racism.
Racism.
How?
Like, oh no, boys are better than girls, or boys stay separately, girls stay separately. By the time, majority, well, I don't know, I stand to be corrected, but I always have a feeling like majority of people that come out of single schools start having to relearn what it is to mix with people of the opposite sex when they're out. And they have already formed biases, against people of the opposite sex, and it takes a while to erase that out. Or you find the extreme opposite being the case, i.e., especially for people that go to ladies-only schools, you find out that they try to get a lot of what they have not seen. Going all out after men, trying to find out what men.
Okay. Can I ask you a question?
Thank you so much.
Can I ask
Thank
you a
you
question?
so much.
Yes, please.
Don't you think that kids going to a mixed school will cause distractions, like the girls trying to impress the guys, and all of that? Distraction from their studies.
Well, personally, I believe that if you want to call it distractions, quote and unquote, such distractions aid in education, really. I believe that the greater danger is allowing, people that go to the same school to actually try to find out what it is for themselves. Actually, you can't stop the process of growth. And with growth at a particular age comes a level of inquisitiveness, if you understand what I mean. So I don't think, I think it is better to be in mixed schools than to have people trying to find out about themselves.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks for calling in. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Bye. We have Success calling in from Lagos. Good evening, Success. Success from Ilorin. Pardon me. Hello.
Hello.
Anyone
Hello,
there?
good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to the show.
We're fine.
Fine,
thank you.
Success, please like single sex school, please.
I'm a first-time caller on the program.
Welcome to the show.
Honestly, I love your program. I love the program.
Thank you so much.
Love you too.
Thank you.
You guys are doing a wonderful job.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks.
So what's your contribution?
Yeah, to go back to the topic, I will love to mix school.
Go on, Success. Come on.
Yeah, the kind of situation we are in, the kind of society we are into now, it is better for parents to allow the children to
to have experience from the opposite sex. If it is in the olden days, honestly, I would have preferred a single school. That is a male school and a female school for a female. But with the kind of social life we are into now, if a parent fails to allow the child to learn from the beginning now, such child will go out and misbehave at the end of the day.
Okay.
And that is why we have some of the students, especially when you get to higher education, to join a band gang and so on like that. And before you notice, such children or such child life will be destroyed completely from the university.
Wow.
So with the kind of life we are into now, the social life that everybody is experiencing, and social network, I would have preferred mixed school.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Keep
Thanks
watching
for
the
calling.
show.
Keep calling in. Thank you. Bye.
That's like taking the progress of whatever, like life now.
Another caller, please.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt you. We
guys
have
are so happy you're
Isa
winning,
from
eh?
Abuja.
Hi,
Lisa
Lisa.
from Abuja. Good evening, Lisa.
Rita.
Rita.
Hi.
Wow, from Isa to Lisa to Rita. Sorry about that, Rita. Thanks for calling in on the show.
I'm fine. Thank you.
Sweetheart, could you reduce the volume of your radio, of your TV? I don't know about radio. Could you reduce the volume of your TV? Thank you.
Okay, I've reduced.
Okay, thank you. Go on with your contribution, please.
My contribution is I've been to middle school and I enjoyed it very well.
Okay.
From yes. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, keep going, please.
Oh, please call back. She went to a mixed school and she enjoyed it. You
So that we
got
had
it.
like four
with
colors,
you?
right?
You got
Okay,
it.
you only spent 2 months or 2
But you know what?
I went to a mix. I spent 2 months in a single sex
so
school.
why would you?
And then I went to a mixed
Darren.
You can't say much about it.
Can I-
I spent
okay.
a whole session in a mixed school too, and I went to a single sex school. There's absolutely nothing spectacular
Let me
about
quickly
being
help
in
you
it.
out. Let me
In fact,
quickly
I already
help you
had
out.
Help her
boys
out if you
disturbing
can.
me just one.
I want to help you out with something. So, what I've come to understand about single sex same-sex school and mixed schools. One thing I know about mixed schools is guys like to front. So there are different types of clubs that they would not want to join because of. I'll go back to that one because we have a call.
We have Gloria from Abuja.
Hi, Gloria.
Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Hey, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Are you a first-time caller?
Yes.
We have so many first-time callers
You know how
tonight.
to pick them out, boo-boo.
I
Thanks
know,
for calling
baby.
in. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What's your
Well,
contribution, darling?
Yes.
Hello.
What's your
Hello,
contribution,
can hear you.
sweetie?
Okay. Actually, I prefer a single sex school.
Okay.
Really? Tell us
I
why.
love you, Gloria.
I love you too, Derry. I went to a single girls' school and it was actually the best.
Oh, yeah.
Competitive. There was no room for distraction, and it was like it was very, very lively, and it was fun to be in. And back when we leave school, going back home for holidays, everybody was like, which school do you attend? Because when they see us, the way we talk, the way we interact, and the way we compose ourselves,
Hallelujah.
they want
Thank
to
you.
know the school we attend and we are going to, and they would like to also go there too to know how things are being done. I went to a federal girls' school, and it was very, very lovely.
Federal. Them schools, yeah? Did you have any DMX school mother? Did you have any DMX school mother or Tupac
Any
school
tomboy
mother?
crush?
Why you attacking my color, please? Gloria,
Anyway,
thank you
thanks for
very much.
calling.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
you.
darling. Keep watching the show, girl.
Continue with
Thank
what you
you.
were saying.
Okay, so what I was going to say before she called, yeah?
See, we know how to fold clothes. We're
Let
so
me,
good.
Let me
We're-
finish.
we're
Can I
ladies.
caution you guys? There is not about you right
Can
now,
I just
because
quickly
it's
finish?
almost as if you are trying to prove that.
No, but you guys
single-sex
have made it
sex
about me.
schools-
You're like,
Well, I want to finish. Let me just finish what I was going to
Finish,
say. I was
please.
saying that in mixed schools, guys front. So
Okay.
there are different clubs that they would not want to join. Like you have the
Even-
jet clubs. But with single-sex schools, you see where the guys going to playing violin, the normal girly things that they would normally not want to do.
Yeah.
For me, I think that's
is
good.
more creative.
Somebody says plus.
Yeah, I'm just trying to help you out, girl.
Okay, now, our last caller, Rita, mentioned it's competitive.
Yeah.
But I think that mixed schools are more competitive.
Yeah.
Because the chicks want to outdo the guys, and the guys in return want to outdo the girls.
Yeah.
Which is healthy competition.
No, we were in competition too. I'll talk about it after the call.
Alaji Galaxy from Ghana. Hello.
Hello. How
Good evening.
are you doing? The beautiful one.
Thank you very much. It's me. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, my name is Galaxy. I'm calling from Ghana.
Hi.
Akwaba.
Chala, the few guys there, Charlie.
Are you a first-time caller?
Almost like a 10. We are watching you people live.
Are you a first-time? Are you a first-time caller?
Yeah, I'm a first-time.
Go Galaxy!
First-time caller.
All right, Galaxy, tell us what you feel about same-sex.
But not Galaxy food, Galaxy 1B, Galaxy Pepsi.
It's all right. You're still Galaxy.
There are many
You're still Galaxy.
There's MC Galaxy.
All right, tell us, what's your contribution?
About the single, about the girls' school or boys' school or the secular one. If I say secular, I mean mixed.
Yeah.
Something like me. I prefer the mixed school more than the single or some, the girls or boys. Because that girls and boys school create mess in our society in terms of gayism, lesbian, you know? You know that girls and boys school, you know, as you know, you contribute almost 90% into our society.
Okay.
So I prefer the secular. That's a big, in case more, you know, if we see each other anytime, you know, we gotta give our feeling, you know.
Right.
Okay, Charlie, I want to ask you a question. I know of mixed schools where are you listening? I know of mixed schools where you find lesbians and all that. So I don't think that's a factor. What do you think? I can hear myself. Please turn down the volume of your TV.
You need to turn down the volume of your TV, please.
Okay. You know, we have a problem with our network.
Oh, sorry about that. But did you hear me?
Thank you for calling,
Thank you
Galaxy.
so much.
Thank you so much for calling.
He was just laughing.
Okay, now we can go on and on about this thing. But what I
okay, sorry, I think I was.
Yes, you're saying
I
something.
was saying something about. Okay, you were talking about competition and
healthy competition.
Yeah, healthy. Whatever. we had competition, like there were male only schools. You know, you have the Queen's College
Like
versus the
debate?
King's College.
Oh yeah.
So yes, you have this girls' school is doing better than this boys' school. So really, it's not like we were totally locked. We're not in prison. We're not totally
you guys
locked.
used to scale the fence and go to.
I was no. My own school was like in the middle of a jungle or something. So there's no way of scaling. If you scale, you're scaling into snakes and all that. But yes, in and out of the hostel, the bedroom area, we used to scale. And
the bedroom. Did you say bedroom area?
Yes.
Like the hostels.
Oh, okay.
Hostels.
All right.
Why are you just like that?
Sorry, I just didn't understand it.
I'll rest there.
I need to make this point clear before we go. Oh, it's almost time to wrap up. Okay, now listen, guys. I don't care if it's a mixed school, if it's a single-sex school. It doesn't really matter. Now, what I think matters is the fact that if you train up your child properly, if you raise them up from when they're little, if they're well-rounded kids, then there won't be a question of them likely to turn into a lesbian if they go to that's what I think. Basically.
I'm with you on that.
They will be what they will be, whether they go to a mixed school or a single-sex school.
Yeah.
Okay, can I just quickly just read something from our Facebook page from Oluwatomi Nathan Amida? He says, trust me, kids that grow up in mixed-sex race schools will more often than not relate better with their peers globally, male or female or from different races. They more often than not go to lead a more balanced life. Okay. As per homosexuality and lesbianism, I believe the parents' ability to teach their kids sexual awareness / education at the earliest possible time will shape the sexual orientation of the kids. Sad fact is that most of us in this thread will shy away from talking sex with their kids. As for me, I'll do as much as possible and as early as possible before someone else does.
Okay. That's a very nice one. Let me take this one. That
I was
also
going to say
caught my
something
attention.
about that, but then just go.
It's by Elias Miriam. She says she's indifferent. train up a child in the way of the Lord, so that when the child grows up, she will not depart from it.
Okay.
Charity begins at home, not in schools.
Not in school, no.
Yeah.
No.
There are both schools where children go to learn. So really, it begins from the home.
Parents.
Yeah.
Parents, yeah.
Parents are the ones who hold the key to shaping their child
Yeah,
what they want to
There's Kende John Olagbonjo on RCTV's page. He says, mine can attend either of the two, but the most important thing is to create time for your family, have quality time with your kids to avoid wrong influence over them.
True.
You know, beyond all the hey how that we've been going up and down all night.
We want you, we want you.
It's not a game, sweetheart. It obviously lands in the laps of the parents. It goes back home. So it's like the last topic on parenting. But, you know, who did you read from
Nathan.
then? Nathan said something about maybe, more often than not, more often. I think those things are mere stereotypes. It's like saying kids of pastors or reverends or men of God would most likely turn out negative. You know, that's like a stereotype. Everybody believes that once your father is a pastor,
you shouldn't generalize.
Well, you can't generalize. You get because you feel in your mind that that is what it's supposed to be. It doesn't change the fact that I know a lot of people from both schools because I went there and a lot of them are still my friends. But they've turned out to be regular people. There's nothing. In fact, I've been amazed at the way some people transitioned from DMX to
Can I just quickly say this? Another thing that I think before we leave the show today is it's not just whether it's a mixed school or it's a same-sex school, it's the school itself.
True that.
There are some schools that are just not good for our kids. And then if you want to take your kids to school, you need to really find out, get reference. It's not just word of mouth, you know, look deeper into their past students. And
I was also going to say that in addition to the fact that the parents hold the key, also the standard of the school matters a lot. If, for instance, what I'm looking for in a school is a same-sex school, I'll take my daughter there, for instance, as opposed to, if the standards are high, then why not go ahead and put your kid in that school because, you know.
And then I must say this, if you go back, most of the correct people in our society now went to King's College, went to Government College Ibadan, went to Ijebu. We had a lot of men that went to very good school and they are in top positions in society now, so there's absolutely nothing wrong.
Darren, please, if you want to talk about that, we can
Queen's
talk
School
about
Ibadan.
it a lot.
See, we had a lot of that in Nigeria before. Queen's School Ibadan, Queen's College. Don't let me.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll talk after the show.
Federal Government Girls College.
After the show.
To be continued. Here's a comment from Chidinma Nwafo. She says she went to a same-sex school. But she saw lots of things, but her saving grace was the fact that she had been taught a lot by her brothers and her sisters, and with the thought that they are like her bigger cousins, and with the thought that they are older.
You can't finish it.
They would slap, beat, and kill me.
If she did all those stuff.
If she did all those other things that she saw happening, that she would have not thought, I would not have thought of going the wrong way. So she was probably well disciplined.
What's the wrong way in same-sex school? People should this is not we don't breed lesbians.
So she says in summary that it all depends on the morals that you bring your child up with. Trust me, I would beat it out of my child.
What are you beating out of your child?
Listen, first she said that she saw a lot of things, but
like
the saving grace.
She didn't say.
She didn't say.
What
she
are
went,
you
she
beating
went
out
to
of
a
your child?
same-sex school. But that the saving grace she had was that she was well disciplined.
You could have been having sex in a mixed school too. They should beat that out of a child. If you have a 12-year-old, 13-year-old that's already having
it all goes down. It all boils down.
It's your
to
opinion
discipline.
versus ours. So let's leave it at that.
No, but on a more serious note, you guys are. Give up on what?
It's just someone's comment I'm reading out. It's not me that said
I think
it.
it's
Don't
time,
take it out on me, Derry. Don't take it out on me.
It's time for our final thoughts.
It's not unfair. We did not breed lesbians. Please let this be noted. Same-sex schools, we don't breed lesbians. I like boys. I've always liked boys.
We're still not sure, but we're final.
We're still trying to find out, Derry.
Okay, my final thought.
Please
my
go ahead.
final thought is, children are not casual guests in our home. They have been loaned to us. Don't laugh, sorry. They have been loaned to us temporarily for the purpose of loving them and instilling a foundation of values on which their future lives will be built. This is by James Dobbs. I think mine says it all.
Thank you, Bobo. Thank you so much.
This battle. My final thoughts. The kids' formative and adolescent years are very key. Stay involved to the letter. So whether same-sex school or mixed school, please stay involved. You can't afford to look the other way. And no stereotypes. It's not fair.
But don't be involved in the same-sex thing. Yeah, so.
School.
So moving on. Daring.
I have my final thoughts. Just go ahead. Go ahead.
Don't take it personal, eh?
So personal, it's like my wardrobe already.
Ooh.
Very personal.
My final thoughts are
Thank
daring.
you.
Doesn't matter if your child goes to a single-sex school or to a mixed school. What is of utmost importance is teaching a child in the way he should go. And when he or she grows up, he will not depart from it.
Whatever.
With this
yes,
essay.
so it boils down to...
With these few words of mine, I hope we've been able to convince you all at home.
I hope I've been able to convince you that I'm just a victim here. I am not a lesbian.
Good night, guys. My name is Bobo.
It's been a wonderful show.
I'm Adere Sola.
Good night.
Love you guys.
I
like boys. Don't get it twisted. I like boys. Oh, God.